They're running scared because of this new law.
And you're in trouble.
I'm in trouble, bad trouble.
Yo, what up, world? Welcome back to RJ Invest. I wanted to make this quick video today because I made a short not too long ago about the new Florida immigrant law, and I got a lot of negative feedback, man. So today I'm going to show you how what I said was already happening and I was right. And it doesn't matter if you're Democrat or Republican, it doesn't take a full political person to see what was going to happen in Florida. Let's go. All right, so let's get straight into it. All right, so we're just going to go over some videos. You can just go to TikTok, by the way. If you don't follow me on TikTok, follow me. I'm on semi everything on TikTok. However, let's talk about this Florida immigrant law. And you can just go to TikTok. You go to any social media site. It's all over right now. And you can already see the effects. So let's talk about what that Florida immigrant law is, right? So that new Florida immigrant law is basically stating that you can't work if you're not documented. All undocumented personnel needed to vacate all working premises. I forget the date that it had to come out, but they had a certain date that they could no longer work. Businesses would be fined. Anyone that was supporting that could be arrested and charged with a felony. So it was a lot that went into it. And I gave my 2 cents on my shorts. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. And I got a lot of negative feedback because I pretty much stated the obvious, that the areas that this will affect would be the agricultural world, construction, roofing, things like that. And that we would not have anyone doing these jobs because point blank, it's minorities doing it. It's the Hispanic culture, the Latino culture that are doing it, and these are the ones that are majorly affected by this law in Florida. And I got a lot of negative slack, rather it was TikTok, Facebook, or even here on YouTube. So let's just go watch some clips. I'm gonna show you some clips of people who are actually in Florida seeing the effects of this new immigrant law right away.
This morning to harvest his sweet potatoes, farmer Keith Smith saw possible ruin, the loss of his $500,000 crop.
They're running scared because of this new law.
And you're in trouble.
I'm in trouble, bad trouble.
Smith's 200 acres need 20 pickers, mostly Mexican nationals.
They're
Mostly Mexican nationals. I'm gonna put this chart up right now on the screen, and I'm gonna show you how many Hispanic and Mexican nationals are working in these type of agricultural environments and the income that they bring to Florida yearly. And it will amaze you, and it will amaze you mentally of how these people work so hard and get paid so little but bring so much money to the state of Florida, and that is pretty much going to be gone.
There is not enough documented people here to supply that workforce.
Most of your workers are here illegally.
But sure, if they got documentation, they got a better job working for me.
My point, my very first point in my short, I stated that we are, as Americans, we are mentally taught to work what we are worth, to work basically to make sure we're getting paid what we're worth. I even said that we would rather struggle as a person in the United States as Americans than to work for cheap. And he just proved my point. He literally said anyone else that works for him that is documented are in higher positions. And I guarantee you they're not minorities. They're not Hispanic, they're not Mexican. They are probably white and African American and some speckle of Asian somewhere. It's just common sense. We see it. You don't need to be a politician to see who are working in these fields. Hey, my first man seemed confused. He didn't know what to do. He was like, "What's going on, man?" Hey, and that's a true statement on that. No need to work hard. You know why? Because now in the state of Florida, if you're a construction worker and you are documented and you have your certifications, now it is your market. It's not an employer's market. It's an employee market now because you need workers. All these construction companies and all these projects that's being done, you need workers now. So now workers can go, how much you going to pay me? How much you going to pay me? So now they can take all day because they know that they're hard to come by. Documented workers that's willing to do this type of labor in today's society in the U.S. are hard to come by.
nothing in return except for some time, and all her love is my concern. I'm trying to find my name behind some turn.
Bueno, mis amigos, nunca esperé.
This place, I called it. This place is empty. Look at this place. I called it. Everyone said I was crazy. That I didn't know what I was talking about. Everyone said, oh, we should make sure that they're documented. Yes, that's what we should have done. We should have made sure that was documented. The people who've been working here, doing good in society, doing good in the state of Florida, we should have made sure they were documented. And we should have made sure they paid taxes.
Grabar un mensaje o un TikTok de esta magnitud, donde me despido prácticamente de Florida. Me voy para otro estado, aquí cargando, mis amigos. No le hacemos ningún mal, ningún pecado a nadie. Simplemente queremos trabajar, simplemente queremos salir adelante.
By the way, if you are investing in real estate right now, this is an investment channel, but I do like to talk about things like this from time to time. If you are investing in real estate, Florida ain't gonna be where it's at. That ain't the spot. That ain't where you want to go for a long time. This is gonna affect the real estate market for a long time because the price just went up.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Because now you gotta document people and you gotta pay them what they're worth, and you gotta pay insurance for them, and you gotta pay workers' comp for them. So that means the price of building a home goes up. It's just all going. It all comes in full circle. It ain't just about undocumented immigrants. It's about money. It's about politics. It's about agendas. So Florida is not the spot for real estate right now.
Without his
So now we're in an agricultural war. I can't even say that for some reason. I don't know why I always get mixed up when saying that. But now we're in the farms, farming, picking fruit, vegetables, potatoes, strawberries, things like that. Things that we as Americans don't do. We just don't do it. It's the national people from Mexico, from Puerto Rico, from all these other countries that are coming over here that are undocumented, that are doing these jobs. We should have just, if they was doing the right thing, we should have just found a way to get them documented, to get them paying taxes. Instead, this is what's happening.
Hispanic workers in Florida, empty fields, empty work sites.
A esta hora, 9:30 de la mañana, esto estuviera lleno de gente, de muchos trabajos.
I want y'all to look at this because this is day one. This is day one. This is the very next day of this happening.
Trabajadores latinos, inmigrantes, y no hay nada, señores.
No hay trabajadores. Venimos a checar a Miami, a ver si es cierto y es verdad, mira. No hay trabajadores.
Let's go a little forward. Hey, this one right here, this one's crazy because this one, it literally looks like, I'm from Florida. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. This looks like a place that's been vacated due to a hurricane, and a hurricane actually hit it, and now they're rebuilding. It's crazy because no one's here working, and it just looks like a vacated building that just got turned over by a hurricane.
I'm wondering how they're going to get this project done with.
Nobody. It ain't gonna be done for another year. I guarantee you that. And I don't want to make this video too long, so we're gonna cut it right here. But the point of this is it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or Republican. That's what's wrong with what's going on in the U.S. right now. We're so focused on agendas and big corporation money that we're not seeing what's happening. That it don't take a genius to see that this law was going to affect real estate, construction, and the agricultural world. What it also does is affect you no matter what side of the spectrum of the political parties that you're on from an income standpoint. Guess what? Your fruits in Florida just went up. Your vegetables in Florida just went up. The cost of building a home in Florida just went up. Everything just went up. Yeah, you're going to have to hire people that's documented, but you're going to have to pay them more. Why not just go ahead and document those workers? Oh, because just like the man said in the first video, if I document them, I pay them more. So do not think that these businesses are successful with documented people, because if they were, they wouldn't have been hiring undocumented people in the first place. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll see you next week.